Hello, students. It's nice coming your way once again with today's lesson. We'll be looking at verb tense forms. And we will look at the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. The past perfect and the past perfect continuous. We believe that we have been forming sentences of this sort, but the essence of this lesson is to help us or equip us with the necessary skills to be able to come up with good sentences when forming sentences in such tenses. Let's go to objectives. For our objectives today, we have the students will be able to distinguish the past perfect tense from the past perfect continuous. The student should be able to distinguish the past perfect tense from the past perfect continuous, and also use the past perfect continuous tense form correctly. Also use the past perfect continuous tense form correctly. Okay. So when we say the past perfect tense and the past perfect continuous tense, what does it mean? Let's look at these sentences on the next slide and see if we can have an idea. So sentence 1 reads, I had gone to school when my sister arrived. I had gone to school when my sister arrived. Then sentence 2, she had perceived his death before it finally happened. She had perceived his death before it finally happened. Then we have, by the time she arrived, I had been reading. By the time she arrived, I had been reading. She had been washing since her mother came. She had been washing since her mother came. What are the differences we can tell from the sentences given? What are the differences? So let's look at sentence 1, sentence 2. Sentence 1, sentence 2. What can we say about these two sentences? Good. It looks like the two sentences are stating that an activity happened sometime in the past and ended another time also in the past. So another activity ended before another also happened. I guess we are right. Very good. Then for the last two sentences, by the time she arrived, I had been reading. By the time she arrived, I had been reading. Then the last one reads, she had been washing since her mother came. She had been washing since her mother came. So for these two sentences, we can also say that the past perfect continuous tense has been used there because it is expressing an action that took place over a certain period in the past and was still going on. Let's listen attentively. For the last two sentences, we can observe that it is expressing an action that took place over a certain period of time in the past and was still going on or taking place. Very good. What other thing can we see? Let's look at the four sentences again, the first one and the last two. We can also tell that for the first two sentences, we have the use of the auxiliary verb had plus the past participle form of the verb go. That's in the first sentence. We have the auxiliary verb had used plus the past participle form of the verb go. That is gone. Then for the second one, we have the auxiliary verb had used again, and we have the word perceived. The word perceived, which can, yes, also in the past participle form. Very good. So what it means is that when we forming sentences in the past perfect tense, we have the use of had plus the past participle form of the verb. I'm taking that again. When we are forming a sentence in the past perfect tense, we have the use of had, the auxiliary verb had, plus the past participle form of the verb. Now let's go to the last two sentences. We realize that we have the use of had been. Then we have the continuous form of the verb used. Don't forget, we said we are talking about the past perfect continuous form. So the verb must be in the continuous form to make that clear. So had plus been plus the continuous tense of the verb. Then the second one too, we have had plus been, and then the continuous tense of the verb also used. Very good. So what is the verb in the second sentence after we have had been? The verb there is reading, and we know that read is a verb. To read is a verb, so we have the read in the continuous form. That's why we have ing attached to it. So that's the past perfect continuous form. Very good. Let's move to the next slide to look at the definition and then some examples given beneath it. I hope you can see that on a slide. So it says that for a past perfect tense, this is a tense used to express an action that was finished sometime in the past before another took place. The past perfect tense, we are saying that it is used to express an action that was finished sometime in the past before another took place. It is formed with the auxiliary verb had plus the past participle form of the main verb. So with the example beneath there, we have I had eaten when my mother returned from the market. I had eaten when my mother returned from the market. So the action there is telling us that action ended sometime in the past. Okay, but another action also took place the same time also in the past. It also ended. I hope that is clear. So anytime we have the use of this verb had and then the past participle form of the verb, of the main verb use, we should know that we have formed the sentence in the past perfect tense. Very good. Now for the second part, which is our objective for today, it says that for a past perfect continuous tense, the sentence expresses an action that took place over a certain period of time in the past and was still going on or taking place. We are saying that for a past perfect continuous, this sentence is used to express an action that took place over a certain period of time in the past and was still going on or taking place, and it is formed using had been plus the ing form of the verb. So it is formed using had been plus the ing form of the verb. It will be difficult for if you don't know what a verb is, and you should also know how to change this verb in the continuous tense. Very good. So let's look at the example below. The thief had been hiding in the cave until the police had a tip off. Does it make sense? The thief had been hiding in the cave until the police had a tip off. Very good. So we have the action being expressed to state that that action took place over a certain period of time. The thief had been hiding there for some time. So that action took place over a certain period of time in the past. But it was still going on, meaning when the police even came, the thief was still there. I hope that is clear. Because we are saying that it expresses an action that took place over a certain period of time in the past and was still going on or taking place. Very good. I hope we are clear with the examples given with regards to the definition of the past perfect and the past perfect continuous tense of the verb. Very good. Let's look at the last slide. This is what I want us to do. Look at the words carefully on your screen. We are being asked to try the verbs. So let's see. We want to form a sentence in the past perfect tense using clean, feed, serve, prepare. We want to form a sentence in the past perfect tense using clean, feed, serve, prepare. We can also use the same verb in forming sentences in the past perfect continuous form. So let's see for clean. Clean. Try forming those sentences. Let's see. Clean. So let's look at this. I had cleaned the classroom when my teacher arrived. I had cleaned the classroom when the teacher arrived. Very good. In the same way, we can also have this in the perfect tense, in the past perfect continuous, in the past perfect continuous. So I had been cleaning. I hope you are following. I had been cleaning the classroom when the rest of the students arrived. Very good. So we can do same with the words below, with the rest of the words. Feed, serve, prepare. Feed, serve, prepare. Very good. This is very simple, and I'll urge you to try to form sentences with those words below on your own. Okay. All too soon, we are wrapping up on today's lesson. But just before we end the lesson, I want us to look at what we just did. We tackled verb tense forms, and we looked at two aspects of this: the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. Then we also looked at our objectives for the day, where we had to look at the difference between past perfect tense and then past perfect continuous. And we also learned how to use the past perfect continuous tense form correctly in sentences. We had some examples, and we also looked at the definition and gave some examples to explain further, and also tried some words and used some words given to form sentences on our own. Okay. Thanks so much for your time. And I humbly ask that you keep safe and do your best to remain safe. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.